A Florida man just sold his home using ChatGPT, using AI. But everybody did not know exactly what happened. So in this video, I'm going to break down the viral ChatGPT home sale story that was wrong. You probably heard the news by now that right now they're on Fortune magazine. It says a man let ChatGPT sell his home. It beat every agent's estimate by $100,000 and it closed in 5 days. Not a good look for us realtors here. And then the Newsweek says a Florida man used ChatGPT to sell his home for $100,000 more. These are not great news headlines. And I gotta tell you, the stories couldn't be further from what is saying right here. And that is not exactly what happened, because I'm gonna talk about what happened here. But the numbers everyone saw is 30 million views across all the social media platforms. The sales price at the end, $954,000. It took 5 days on the market and it's sold $100,000 over agents' estimates. But here's exactly what the seller actually said. Above all of this, or underneath these like viral news headlines, people said, when we met with the real estate agents, they lacked the confidence in pricing. Okay, ChatGPT gave us more confidence in price points of where the market was going. This is by the seller, Robert Levine from Florida. It doesn't necessarily replace professionals, but it does allow us to have the ability to be more curious and feel more confident in the decisions we're making. So this underlines a couple of issues. The individuals, consumers are now trusting AI more and more in terms of making big decisions. And I think there is something that we all need to consider here, right? Why are they trusting someone over the professional? And I personally am experiencing a lot of that, especially with the buyers I'm working with. They are listening to the AI to listen to what the recommended suggestion is. But there are issues here is that AI lacks the actual context and the actual understanding of the specific marketplace, because not all of those information are publicly available training data, and AI trains on publicly available data. So one thing that you can do, or we as agents, as brokerage owners and team leaders can do, is we provide enough context that it serves our clients the best. We're going to talk about that in detail. But the reality is we're just gonna see more and more of this moving on into the future. People will trust AI because AI sounds so confident. It's readily available 24/7, 365. Okay, and that is something we can also start implementing as agents and as real estate professionals. Every agent on the LinkedIn reacted to the newsletter in two ways. One of them, they are panicking. They're panicking about AI is replacing all real estate agents. This is beginning of the end. Why would anyone pay 6%? Those are valid questions and those are valid concerns. Then camp 2 is this is a one-off fluke. He got lucky with the market. Wait until he gets sued. And then I think both parties missed the point because nobody really checked the MLS on exactly what happened. Someone did check the MLS, Mr. Lucas Mendicelli. I hope I'm saying his name right. And he's the founder of the Real Frame, the newsletter, and he put the actual closing data so that he can understand exactly what happened. And here is exactly what happened. The story everyone shared was wrong. 30 million people watched the story this week about Florida man, but every broker on LinkedIn shared it. Nobody really checked the MLS to understand the data. What the MLS actually showed, one, there is a buyer's agent involved in this transaction. A buyer's agent was compensated at the transaction, at the closing. So it means that a realtor, a real estate professional was involved to help facilitate this transaction. This is not a no agent involved transaction. And two, a licensed professional helped the seller, the Florida man, handle the sell side through Bacon Brokerage, a flat fee listing company. And ChatGPT recommended that option to the seller. It's not ChatGPT sold the house, because we know the process of selling a house is a lot. It's a lot of work. We got to make sure it's prepped. We got to list it to an MLS. We got to list it with the listing photos. We got to market it. We got to handle all the transactions, right? There's not a one step that fits all. It's not ChatGPT just sold the house magically. They recommended a flat fee option to the seller based on what the seller wanted to do. ChatGPT did not place the agent. We recommended one. The agent that ChatGPT recommended, here is some quick data. Steven Colino of the Colino Group. He's a managing broker for 6 different firms across 15 states. And the firm is Bacon Brokerage. He's the number 3 agent in the U.S. in 2021 by transaction alone. And he's closed 1,600 sales, 1,643 in 2021 alone, over 12,000 transactions in 15 states with active licenses. And now you start to get a clear picture of why ChatGPT recommended this agent, right? And Mr. Colino confirmed it. The viral version isn't exactly how it played out. It's been a while watching some of the big news go viral, and it's missing so much context. And that's exactly what we do here in this channel. If you first time here, my name is William Zhang. I'm a real estate agent here in Austin, Texas. I'm also the founding member of Real Estate AI Society, where we share information. We teach agents about workflows, templates, the exact process of how to use AI to grow our real estate business, everything that I'm using myself. So if you're interested in learning more about what we do, you can sign up to our free newsletter using the link down below. But let's get back to the story real quick, how ChatGPT connected the dots. The seller asked ChatGPT, what is the best way to sell my home? AI synthesizing everything that's publicly available. Important part, publicly available. Because AI trains on publicly available data. Things like reviews on Zillow, Google, Redfin, Realtor.com, transaction records that's publicly available, brokerage data that it has access to. And in return, the most efficient path, a flat fee listing service through Bacon. Now, path runs through Mr. Colino's infrastructure. Because he has 12,000 transactions and documented proof, AI ChatGPT in this case recommended him through logic, right? The story versus the facts. Here's a quick comparison. The viral version, ChatGPT replaced the agent. AI made agents obsolete. It's a pure visible with no professionals involved. That is not true. What it actually showed is that buyer's agent was compensated, licensed professional on the sell side through a flat fee model, and ChatGPT recommended the flat fee model, not handling the entire sales process. An AI recommended agent because of the agent's infrastructure, having this discoverability as a company. That's why AI was able to discover him and recommended him to the seller. And so that if you want to learn more about this whole process of being AI optimized as a realtor, as a team, and as a brokerage owner, you should download and access. You should join my free newsletter using the link down below. You get access to free weekly AI prompts and workflows and how I am running my real estate business today using AI. And I got to tell you, it's some of the most amazing productivity I've been because now I have access to AI agents, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do. If you just subscribe to my channel right here, I'm going to show you exactly what to do. You can access that all for free. So the fearful version, AI is coming for agents. And the accurate, I think more accurate version is that AI is routing consumers towards agents with the strongest documented value proposition. In other words, AI optimized to be discoverable via AI. And that is the big story you should take away from this video, right? How can you be AI optimized? The seller didn't bypass the industry. He used a tool that read the industry better than most people. And then Mr. Colino, the guy who sold the house as the flat fee model, built a system that is so well documented. This is very important, well documented and consistently executed across 6 brokerages that an AI recommended to a stranger in Florida. This is how AI make recommendations. They read everything that's available online, and then they use that as training data, and they start recommending that to their individual as because of how well documented, how much content there is from Mr. Colino and his company. So now the takeaway is that your digital footprint is the training data that's going to feed AI. AI tools are reading all of this right now. They're reading your Google reviews. They're reading your Zillow, Realtor.com reviews. They're reading your listing results, days on the market, how long did you list your home for, how fast did it sell, the listing photos, the content that you create. This include blog posts. Do you have a website yet? Are you writing blogs that's targeting the keywords that AI is going to recommend? For example, best realtor in Austin, Texas, selling condos under $400,000. Are you writing specific articles on that, and that's ranking high on Google and Zillow? Not Zillow, but Google, right? And because that's how AI gets the data, you pulls from those data and then rank it. And then transaction history. Are you sharing how you did transactions? Are you sharing that on social media, including Facebook, Instagram? Are you making YouTube content? Because moving forward, not YouTube, but AI is gonna start training their data using information from YouTube. So that's a very important understanding. Your listings are training the AI about you. The way you handle your listings, those will start become a consistent track record. If a motivated seller typed in your market right now is, for example, I'm getting divorced, who is the best real estate agent in, let's say, Pensacola, Florida? Is ChatGPT gonna recommend you? Would they recommend you? Do you have a specific niche? And I always recommend, as someone who is new into the industry, I closed over 6.5 million in gross commission last year. As someone who is new to the industry, I always recommend niching down and take over that market so that you can use that cash flow and attack a broader marketplace. Okay, so 4 things to do this week to check it out. Ask ChatGPT. Open a new or like a temporary chat box and ask ChatGPT best agent in your city for your specialty. See what comes back and see why did they recommend those agents, and check on those sources. And from there, start having a game plan and having a game plan to attack those keywords, attack those content, and make sure that next time in the future, AI is going to recommend you for your particular niche. Build evidence that AI can read. You got to be very specific and open about everything that you do, your sales process, your listing process, your buyer's process, exactly what you do step by step, and write content about it, make videos about it, talk about it on short form videos on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, make long form video explaining about it, write that in your video description, write blog posts about it, so that AI, when they scrape and train their data, they understand this person is making a lot of content. This person is sharing exactly what he will do, what they will do, he or she will do for their clients. And that's how AI is going to recommend you. They train on what's publicly available. And 3, create content consistently. YouTube, social media like Instagram, Facebook, blogs, market reports, AI read all of it. Number 4, fix your listing data. Bad photos and high days on the market, AI training data will start ranking you a little bit lower. So now that we really got to think about the listings that we take on and how we handle the marketing, right? And if you're hearing about this, you're getting a little anxious, especially as a new agent, you just have to understand this. AI will not replace agents. You will divide us. You will separate the best agents from the other mediocre, from the bad ones. And if you're someone who's already at top of your field without the social media presence, you should take advantage and leverage what you have and start building your credibility through blog posts, through reviews, through content. And if you're someone who's up and coming, who wants to take over this place, you should build your business around getting those data, creating those content, and getting those reviews, right? So in the future, we will become, AI is just going to recommend the best of the best, and the best of the best will take more and all of the business from the other people. Then the 80% will become increasingly interchangeable. Okay, so we really got to prepare our business as a team leader. If you're trying to recruit agent, are you listening at what you provide as value proposition? As a brokerage owner, are you doing the same? How are you attracting talent to your brokerage? Do you document your process? Is it just some vague, we provide training, or is it, here are the trainings that we do? Here's exactly what we do. Are you making videos around it? Are you making short form videos around it? Are you writing blog posts about it? Right? So this entire process just further explain or make me convinced that social media, making content, listing out the thought process, writing everything out in words, in blog posts, in articles, and being interviewed, go on podcasts, being visible is the only way that you will get noticed in the future. Because I just think that everybody's just going to talk and understand the world through the AI platforms. And if you're not recommended by AI, it's going to be hard for you to grow your business. The agents who share the viral ChatGPT story without checking MLS, their disclosure will be the ones having tough conversations. The problem in all cases is the same one, right? Mr. Colino, he built a fantastic system that's so well documented across everywhere that AI recommended it to a stranger without being asked. It's not a threat. This is a new bar, a new way of discoverability. And we as agents have to adapt to it or we will get left behind. Here's a little gift for you for viewing this, so watching this video to this stage. If you want to get more out of this, if you're going to start becoming an AI native, AI assisted real estate agent, brokerage owner, team leader, you should download my AI Agent Listing Toolkit. It will audit your digital footprint. It will give you copy and paste prompt for pricing analysis, teach you the workflow, how to use AI to create marketing plans, listing descriptions, and more. You can download for free using the link down below. And here are all the sources. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see how AI is improving me and my business, you should check this last video, how I replaced my virtual assistant using AI.